You're better than that!
So welcome back to What Gear Reviews for another camera comparison, compare and contrast video. And today I'm going to be comparing my daily driver, which is the Samsung Galaxy Note 8, versus my new phone from Sony, the Xperia XZ2, not the premium, the current one right now at the time of this video, the XZ2. Now, completely different setups on both phones. One of them has a dual camera lens setup and the other has a single lens setup, but there's more less, or is less more? We're about to find out. Check out this video. We're going to test out all of the functions like selfie cameras like you're seeing right now, and the rear facing video as well, photographs on both sides as well. And I want you guys to let me know which one you think looks better. And I've got an idea of which one I like, but it's more important that you let me know what you like and leave your ideas and comments below this video, and I'll really appreciate it. Anyway, let's crack on with it.
So here we have the first picture shot on the two phones, and on the left you can see the Sony has a much more cold feel to it, but it has so much detail in the dog's face and the fur and around the collar and in the darker parts of her ear. Now if you look at the background as well, you'll notice the blue sky is a lot bluer than the Samsung. But if you look at the Samsung photo, they do have some really good detail in that foreground, particularly in the grass, and the dog looks much more orange than it does in the Sony. I feel it's kind of flattening out her hair a little bit more around the face and on her body. You can't really see those individual hairs, but let me know which picture you think won this one and leave a comment below this. So here's the first photo shot on the Galaxy Note 8 in landscape. And as you can see in the foreground, there's loads of detail in those blades of grass and also on the dog's fur as well. And the colors, again, very warm. You've got that really strong purple color coming from my hoodie. But let me bring your attention to the tree line at the back. Now you can see it looks a bit smoky. There is really good detail there, but to be honest, it was a really clear day, so it's picking up some kind of mist over there in the tree line, but a great photo nonetheless. Now let's look at the Sony. So once again on the Sony, you got this really nice contrast there. The grass is really detailed as well. The greens are slightly cooler than on the Samsung, and the purple colors from my hoodie do look good, but maybe not quite as strong as the Samsung. They do seem to emphasize warm colors in all of the photos. But if you look at the tree line in comparison to the Samsung, it doesn't have so much of that smoky effect across those trees on the left hand side, and you can really see the detail there. I'm not sure about this one, but let me know which one you think won this one.
So I thought I should bring to your attention some of the features that the Sony has that the Note doesn't. So it's got that HDR. I'm not filming in HDR at the moment because I think it would be unfair. I'll show you guys some HDR footage at the end of the video. But it's also got super slow-mo, which I'm going to test out right now. So check this out. Alright, this is the camera stabilization test. I'm just walking normally, the ground is pretty uneven. Which camera is looking better right now? Video stabilization. Just going to pan across the field as well so you can see what the pattern is like on both of them. Let me know which one you think performed better in the stabilization test. I'm going to jump up and down a couple of times.
So here's the first selfie shot taken on the Xperia XZ2, and I must say it's a really nice picture, really good detail all around in the dog's face, in the colors on the hoodie. There's not too much brightness there, and it seems really well balanced, and even the detail right in the far background, really good. Now let's look at the Samsung. The same photo taken from the same place pretty much at the same time. It just seems to be absorbing a little bit too much light from the sun. You can't really see my skin tone quite as well as you could in the Sony picture. The details in the dog are really good, details in the grass really good, but then you've got that misty effect in the background again. I think I know which one won this one, but let me know what you think.
Alright, this is the front facing video selfie camera. Let me know which one you think is performing better here. Stabilization, image quality, all that kind of stuff. And it's about time now for the microphone test. Okay, what's this? Tell him.
Ah! So I took this photo to really test out the dynamic range on these cameras, and this is the XZ2. You can see where the sun's coming through the trees. It's really quite strong there in the back. It's even blurring out part of the tree, but the detail there on the actual subject, which is the dog, is really good. And on the ground as well, you can see all of that detail you want to see. Now let's look at the Samsung. It's a much darker picture. It seems to be picking up good detail. It's bringing out really good colors on the ground. The dog's a lot darker in the picture though, and it's a really close one, this. I'm not quite sure which one won this one. I'm really curious to know what you guys think.
All right, let's take a little look at the layouts of these cameras and some of the specifications. I don't want to bore you to death with the specs, but I'll just run through them real quick. So on the rear here, you can see the cameras right there and the fingerprint sensors just below it, which can be a bit annoying because when you unlock the phone, sometimes you hit the camera lens by accident. But anyway, 19 megapixels, f2.0. It does have electronic stabilization on this camera as well, and you've got the LED flashes up there as well. One of the coolest things about this rear camera is its actual video capabilities, with the maximum video quality of 2160p at 30 frames per second, and it does support HDR video recording. Then on the front, you can see here the front facing camera is just in that top right corner there. That is in fact a 5 megapixel camera with gyro stabilization, electronic stabilization, and it can shoot in 1080p. On the Note 8, we have a different layout completely. We've got the dual camera setup there. Both of those are 12 megapixels. One of them is f1.7 and the other one is f2.4. One of them is a telephoto lens, so you've got that 2x optical zoom, and then you've got the flash up there as well. Again, with this phone, the fingerprint reader is in an annoying place right next to the camera, just like on the Sony. But in terms of video output, 2160p at 30 frames per second, and you can even shoot 1080p at 60 frames per second. Then you've got 720p at 240 frames per second, and it does support HDR. The secondary camera on the front is 8 megapixels, f1.7, and it has autofocus. Maximum quality is 1440p at 30 frames per second video, and it's got auto HDR on the front as well.
So I thought I'd test out the focus on both of these cameras, and also you get an idea of the different color ranges that the video cameras have and how quick they can fix onto a subject. Now, it's really close, I must say, but in the first attempt it did seem like the Sony picked up a little bit quicker. Leave a comment, let me know what you think.
Right, that's it for this camera comparison, compare and contrast video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know which phone you think is better when it comes to camera quality, and if you guys want to see some 4K HDR from the Sony, let me know and I'll try and upload something for you guys. And right now this is being filmed in full HD HDR. Let me know what you think of the quality of that.
Thanks for watching this camera comparison video. Here's the last couple of shots I took, some colourful stuff for you guys to have a look at. Let me know on each one which you think actually performs better and in which area. So thanks for watching this video and supporting a UK tech underdog YouTuber like myself. And if you just hit the thumbs up and subscribe, that means you're now one of the finest subscribers known to man, and I really do appreciate your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. It's the